KD9GCR to all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net in exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. Repeating, I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net in exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. KD9GCR recorder, stand by for the net. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 19, 2024. I'm happy to say that Mike, K9MED, is back from his vacation. His vacation went well. I talked to him a few minutes ago. Asked him how it went. He's live streaming this net on the internet, on YouTube. He's also recording it for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. For those of you who are checking in on the internet, if you're listening to this net on the internet, you want to check in with Mike K9MED, and he will in turn relay your internet checking to me via the radio. Also, if you're on the 6, you can hear the repeater, but you can't get to it due to conditions. You're too far away from it, or you don't have internet access. You can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline. Area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636. The local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first if all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time mobilizations. Then, as you know, we started a brand new check-in process for this net. We're doing like we used to do back on the Wednesday evening Steam Secondary Repeater Association Wednesday evening swap net. Alpha through Golf, H through N, Oscar through Tango, Uniform through Zulu. My call's K9GCR looking for the G after the 9. This being the third Friday of the month, we're going to start with the Oscar through Tango. We'll do short time mobilizations first, though, by the way. After we get done with check-ins, we'll do the first round table. County fairs are underway this year. The Monroe Fair is taking place this weekend up in Monroe. Greene County Fair, I should say. The Stevenson County Fair gets underway next week. That's what we're going to be talking about. Are you planning on attending any county fairs this year? Let me reset. Okay, then after we get done with the round table, we'll do our usual features. The Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all-mode, APRS, FT8, DMR. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. Did you make any DX contacts? I did not this week, but if anybody else did, we'd like to hear about. Then we'll do our swap net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies of ramp radio or computers? We'll definitely do that. Okay. With all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobilizations you want to check in? Please go now.
AC9JZ, Jimmy, Mike, in Rockford.
And 4 WGN, Bob here, 3.10 about a mile west, yeah. Short timer, no traffic. AC9NW, short time, no traffic.
Alpha 9, a Victoria uniform. I'm Michael in Janesville. I have no traffic.
KD9MED with an internet check-in for short time.
Okay, K9MED. Okay, Mike. Go ahead.
Go ahead and check in Patrick there. Keep finding $9 silver. He says in, out, short time.
Okay, Mike. KS9SD. Keep finding $9 silver. And we use, as you always like to call them, Pat, thanks for checking in Saturdays. And thank you, Mike. Okay, do we have any any more short-time remote stations you want to check in, please call now.
Number 9, Echo Golf Foxtrot. N9EGF, hi Jimmy. Kevin from Roscoe, mobile, no traffic, and short time.
N9EGF, okay Kevin, I got you checked in. I got the hammerhag in the mail this week, and those are beautiful pictures of the field day. That was great. Okay Kevin, thanks for checking in. Drive safely, Southern, have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. Any more short-time mobile station you want to check in, please call now.
KC9JZ, Mike in Rockford, no traffic, Jimmy.
Oh, yes, I forgot to acknowledge you, Steve. H9JZ, Mike, I got you checked in. And thanks for checking in, Southern, have a good evening. N4WGN, Bob in Freeport, I got you checked in. Maybe I'll talk to you later on tonight after the net on 3-9. I forgot to acknowledge you. H9NW, Tom and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. Thanks for checking in. 89VU, Mike in Janesville, I've got you checked in. Of course, thank you for checking in. K9RFD Repeater, checking on the internet. Thanks for checking in. N9EGF, Kevin, short time, thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile station you want to check in, please call now.
KC9QPL, Paul Spark, short time tonight, 73.
H9QPL, Paul and Wells Park. Okay, Paul, I've got you checked in short time. Southern, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile station you want to check in, please call now. Okay, there, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 short time stations. Okay, now we'll move on to general check-ins. This is the third Friday of the month, so we're starting with Oscar through Tango, O through T. My call is K9GCR. We're looking for the G after the 9, Oscar through Tango. Please call now.
Kilo, Charlie 9, Romeo Golf Golf, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
K9RGG, Norman, Orfordville, Wisconsin. Okay, Norm, I'll get back to you a few minutes around here. Well, thanks for checking in. Any more stations? Oscar through Tango. Please call now. Okay, no further check-ins. Oscar through Tango. We'll move through a second segment of the evening. Uniform through Zulu, U through Z. Please call now.
KD9YBG, Dale.
B, Joe in Janesville.
Okay, stand by. K9YBG, Dale and Robert have got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around here. Thanks for checking in. Joe in Janesville, is that you trying to check in?
That's affirmative, K9ZIP.
Okay, Joe, K9ZIP, got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around here. Well, thanks for checking in. Any more stations, uniform through Zulu, please call now. Okay, no further check-ins, uniform through Zulu. We'll move to the third segment of the evening. Alpha through Golf, A through G. Please call now. A stations, Alpha through Golf, A through G. Please call now. Okay, no further check-ins, Alpha through Golf. We'll move to the fourth segment of the evening. Let's see. Hotel through November, H through N. Please call now.
KD9MED.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle.
got 2 stations checked in. KD9MED, Terry and Rockford, the Duke of Digital DX. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thank you for checking in. And KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle, welcome back from your vacation. And he's live streaming this net on the on YouTube, on the internet. He's also recording this for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Thanks to both of you for checking in. Okay, we'll get back to both of you for the roundtable. Any more stations? Hotel through November, please call now.
November 9, Oscar Echo Golf, Chris in South Beloit. Good evening, Jimmy.
N9OEG, Chris in South Beloit. Okay, Chris, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for taking in. Any more stations? Hotel through November, please call now. Okay, no further check-ins. Hotel through November. We'll go through anywhere in the alphabet. Alpha through Zulu. Please call now.
Good evening, Jimmy. I just got to the radio. K9RFD Todd in Losport.
K9RFD, Todd in Love Spark. Okay, Todd, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around table. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations from anywhere in the alphabet? Alpha through Zulu. Please call now. Okay. Well, let's go ahead with the first roundtable. We got the county fairs are underway right now. As I stated earlier, the Green County Fair is underway right now. They'll continue through Sunday. The Stevenson County Fair will be getting underway next week. So I'd like to know if you're planning on attending any county fairs this year. Norm, K9RGG. I don't know when your fair in Rock County gets underway, but are you planning on attending any county fairs?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. If I attend a fair, it will probably be the Rock County Fair, and I think that comes up sometime in August. I'll get plenty of notice on that. My wife and I love to walk through the fair and look at all the animals that the kids are exhibiting. It makes you feel good. Makes you feel real good. Little tiny girl leading a great big steer through that show arena, and of course we eat our way through the fair as well. So county fairs are great, and my favorite is the Sandwich Fair, but I haven't been back down there for years. So back to you, Jim. KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Okay, Norm, sounds good. I know you're going to have a good time at the Rock County Fair. That's for sure. Thanks. Okay, thanks for checking in. And I know you'll be hitting the hay. So I'm going to say, Southern, you have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend, and thank you for checking in the Friday Night Fun Net. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, the K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central here in Freeport. Before I go continue with the roundtable, are there any more stations I'd like to check in? Please call now. Okay, let's go on to Dale, K9YBG. Dale, are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Oh, I don't know. I might. I do like county fairs. I'm kind of interested more or less when they have the old machinery out there running, the old tractors and thrashers and hit-and-miss engines and stuff like that. I like to see. They're a lot better than just regular old fairs. KD9YBG, back to net.
good deal. Well, thank you for checking in. I got a copy of the Northwestern Illinois Farmer here, and I got that paper. It's published in the Lean, Illinois. It's the original farm family newspaper, celebrating over 150 years. It's formerly the Lean Star, founded in 1867 to 2023. So there's on the front page is a list of all the 2024 fair schedule, which I'll read that in a few minutes here. All right, Dale, thanks for taking it. Joe, K9ZIP in Janesville, are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
This is K9ZIP. Good evening. Last year we went to the Rock County Fair. It was during the day, during the week. It was really sunny and warm, and weren't a lot of people there. Walked through it, enjoyed looking at the animals. Might go again this year, might not. It's just not a big thing for us. I think we spent a grand total of an hour there last time. I just decided to leave. There was nothing going on while we were there. That's the problem. There was no, I know they had some bands there and stuff later in the evening, but we may or may not. No actual plans to do so, though. This is K9ZIP.
Okay, Joe, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. We'll get back to you in a few minutes for the second round table there. Okay. Kerry, KD9MED, are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
This is KD9MED. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. No, Jimmy, my budget for destination entertainment is zero. Times are tight. So, not going to do it this year for sure. KD9MED.
Okay, Kerry, sounds good. I understand. You gotta watch that money nowadays. That's all there is to it. Okay, thanks. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Mike, KD9MED, down in Rochelle. Are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Well, as far as I know, probably not. Got a lot of things going on the rest of the year. I was able to squeak through a little vacation here, but the rest of the year is probably going to be tied up with a lot of things going on, unless something else changes. That's about it. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, sounds good there, Mike. I understand there. Thanks for taking it. Let me know if you get any more internet checkers. That's great. Thanks for doing this. Chris, N9OEG and Chris in South Boyd, are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
N9OEG. No, not really. I did enjoy walking around and seeing animals when I used to go, and my kids used to participate by showing bunny rabbits. And that was a lot of fun back then. And not much into the music that they select, and I'm not too much on walking around in hot weather anymore. The legs just don't do it. And other than that, plenty of other activities going on around here. Just wanted to say I was very happy to finally meet you at the Rah-Rah Field Days. I don't know if you remember me or not, but you had an armful of sandwiches. Over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that and so several bags of snacks there, like Mrs. Mike's potato chips and several others, and popcorn. That was meant for Justin, K9FBO. So I don't know if we ever got them or not. I don't know if you get the copy of the ham rag, the Rah-Rah ham rag or not, but I received my copy in the mail this week. There's a lot of great, beautiful pictures of the field day, and that was there was even a picture of me in there. But if you get a chance, I hope you look at that.
I've got that open right now. I'm looking at it. There's a picture of me in there operating that Kenwood 940 of Kurt's. And yeah, they took a lot of really good photographs. I'm really surprised and delighted. And I have to say that the Rah-Rah Field Days was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it.
That's for sure. I just might attend that next year. When I attend next year, I'll make sure to wear my my yellow Friday Night Fun Net cap. So when you do take pictures of next year, I'll make sure I have my cap on. Thanks for checking in, Chris. We sure appreciate it.
No problem, Jimmy, and hopefully I can meet you more often than every once in a blue moon. But like I said, it was a fun experience, and it was really great finally meeting you after hearing your voice for all these years. Anyways, take care and have a great weekend. K9RFD, back to net control.
Check in.
You too, Chris, and thank you for checking in. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Wait, I might get back to you in a few minutes here with the second roundtable. Okay. Todd, K9RFD, what's going on with you? Are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Well, good evening to you, Jimmy, and everyone on the net here. You got Todd, K9RFD here in Loves Park. I ain't quite sure yet. We'll have to see how the couple things I got going on are going at the time they come around. So, not real sure as of yet. So, with that, we'll turn it back to you and stay here and listen along. K9RFD.
Okay, Todd, thank you for checking in the Friday Night Fun Net. I'll probably get back to you in a few minutes for the second roundtable. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. That concludes my list. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KD9MED. Okay, Kurt, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in shortly. I want to see if I get. I'll see if I get any more check-ins. Any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. Okay, Kurt, KD9MED. I'm asking everybody if you're planning on attending any county fairs this year. And I got the AMRAG from Vernon in the mail this week. Those are beautiful pictures that were taken of the field day. That was great.
KC9GCR, KE9N. Yeah, those pictures are really good, and it was good that you were able to attend. Boy, everyone did such a good job on everything, whether it be the food or setting up stuff or operating or whatever. I think we probably had one of the better field days that I can remember, and hopefully next year will be just as good, if not better. Let's see. No, I'm not a county fair kind of guy. I mean, I used to go when I was younger a bit, but generally I don't go to stuff like that. Kind of the same reasons a little bit with Chris. It's a little bit hard for me to walk around, and I get a little tired if I walk too much, so I kind of don't frequent the fairs and things like that. I go to, a couple Hamfests a year, and that's about it. But fairs, no, they're fun, but I just don't do it anymore, Jimmy.
I understand, Kurt. That's the way it goes. Of course, I always see you at Belvedere. That's 2 months away, but right now I want to continue to enjoy summer before we even think about any Hamfests or anything like that. Okay, Kurt, thanks for checking in. I don't know if D and K9FLO will check in later on tonight or not.
I don't know if he's going to or not. I actually just got back. My wife and I just got back from Cheyenne, Wyoming. I have a sister who lives there. And so we were there for about 4 days or so. We just took a couple days to get there, and then spent about 4 or so days with her and her husband, and then took a couple days and drove back, and so we just got back this afternoon over.
Well, that's great, Kurt. Congratulations. We went through Cheyenne, Wyoming, back when I was a kid, back in 1957. We took the train out to California to see an aunt and uncle. I was 9 years old at the time. We went through Cheyenne, Wyoming. Let's see. Oh yeah, went through different towns. Salt Lake City, Utah, Las Vegas, and Nevada at night. We went through and it was lit up at night. It was beautiful there. So that was about it there. So yeah. Okay, Kurt, thanks for checking in. Glad you made it back home safe and sound. Are there any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, I got a list of the 2024 fair schedule. Come to the fair. This is on the front page of the Northwestern Illinois Farmer. Okay. Right now, the Elizabeth Community Fair is held in Elizabeth, Illinois. It's being held from July 19th through the 21st. Now, Stevenson County Fair gets underway next week. It'll be July 23rd to the 27th, a 5-day run. The Lee County Fair down at Dixon gets underway starts on July 25th and continuing to July 28th. The Ogle County Fair starts on July 31st and ends on August 4th. The Joe Davis County Fair, that's in Warren, Illinois, August 3rd through the 6th. Carroll County Fair, August the 6th through 10th. Now, you people over in Belvedere, the Boone County Fair will run from August 6th through the 11th. All right, let's see. And the Whiteside County Fair from August 13th to 17th. Of course, the Illinois State Fair gets underway on August 14th and continues through to the 18th. I believe the Wisconsin State Fair in West Allis starts next week. I'm not sure. But that's the rundown of all the fairs that we have in the area. Okay, before we go to our regular features, do we have any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Stand by hotline. This is K9RFD Repeater, Friday Night Fun Net at K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net, Central and Freeport. That was John K9DEF and Elgin checking out on the Friday Night Fun Net. He says the receive on the repeater is not good, but at least he was able to hear the phone ring. You hear that phone ring, folks? That's a real telephone ring, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Let me check John in there. K9DEF. I'm using red ink. HL for hotline. Okay. Let's see. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, you know what? I got some traffic that I want to pass along here. Let's see. Just a minute. I got the ham rag. I think it was yesterday I got it. So okay. First of all, Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. An informal gathering of ham folks. No affiliation necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. That's from the, I believe, it's funny they didn't have the name of the restaurant listed. I believe that's the Spring Garden Family Restaurant in Loves Park. It's not listed on here, but I believe that's where it's at. So, okay, definitely sounds good. Okay, those of you who are on the Winnebago County Skywarn. There will be an in-person meeting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I believe it's going to be at the Free Evangelical Church on Samuelson Road. That's right next to Jefferson High School. The exact name of that church, I don't know. But that'll be getting underway tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So, well, I won't. I regret to say I will not be there, but hopefully you get. You're not doing anything, people. Let's pack the place. Let's give the Winnebago County Skywarn their complete support after what they did for us this past weekend and this past Monday night. Okay. Okay, one moment, please. I want to put the hand rag back in the folder there, so okay. All right, let's go ahead with our first defeat. We're going to get the traffic. Let's do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of radio do you, what kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8? Do you have any technical questions? Please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer for you. Anybody have any technical questions you'd like to bring before the net this time? Okay, there being none, let's go with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. Did you make any DX contacts? I did not make any. I have not made any since around just shortly after 13 colonies. So I want to thank Kerry K9MED gave me a call. I think it was on last Saturday or last Monday or whatever, or gave me all the information. I gave him all the information that he needed, so just sent the information in, and I'll get my certificate sometime this fall, more than likely in October. Thanks for doing that. Okay, did anybody make any DX contacts? Any DX reports? Please go now.
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Kerry, what do you got for us?
I was talking to an HF operator on Tuesday, and he was telling me he never heard ever hears any traffic from Asia. And my suggestion off the top of my head, based on my experience, was get up about an hour before dawn and get on 20 or 17 and just wait, and it'll start popping up. Brief reset. So the next morning, Wednesday morning, I decided to try it because I hadn't tried it in a long time, and I just wanted to make sure that it was good advice. And so I started about 4 a.m. And sure enough, the Asian traffic was there on 20 meters. I worked one New Zealander who gave me a giant signal report, 4 Japans, and 2 Australias, one of which was in Perth, the west coast of Australia. That's 11,000 miles. That's about as far as you can get from Rockford without turning around and coming back the other way. Brief reset. Let's see. I have a listening report. Since I am now living without the internet, I've been scanning all the local broadcast AM and FM bands to see what I can catalog here. And I found a station on FM here in Rockford that I really like. It's 99.3 WTPB-LP. It's a low power station. But if you can hear it, I recommend it highly. 99.3. Thanks a lot, KD9MED.
Okay, Gary, that sounds good. That's interesting. That you're trying to live without the internet. I think that's what a lot of people ought to do. You probably know about the situation that happened last night and earlier today. All over the world, their computers went down. I think, who was it? UW, Swedish American, had to go back to using the paper and pens or what have you because their internet went down. Couldn't use the cell phones. Planes were stranded and what have you there. I guess it was really a mess. I said, oh boy, thank God I'm not part of that.
Yeah, I guess what happened is there's a company named CrowdStrike, which actually is supposed to help prevent these kinds of problems. But unfortunately, they slipped out a bug that happened to affect Microsoft products. So it wasn't really Microsoft's fault per se. It was some other product, but Microsoft will get all the blame for it. Well, we'll see what it takes to recover from it. It didn't hurt me in any way. You know, everything that I was doing on the internet at the library this morning worked fine. KD9MED.
Okay, Kerry, thank you very much, and thank you for that excellent DX report. That was great. Okay, any other station have any DX reports you'd like to pass along? Okay, now next we'll go ahead with the swamp net. All lines to be bought or returned must be related to hobbies of ramp radio or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. If we mention prices over the air, but the handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swamp net traffic you'd like to pass along?
K9RFD.
K9RFD. Okay, Todd, what do you got for us?
Okay there, Jimmy. We got a MFJ Versa Tuner V, which I think is 5. I ain't sure. I ain't good at the numerical numbers there. It's a 989C. It's a 3 kilowatt roll inductor antenna tuner, and I will list some prices this go around. I'll take $200 for that one. It's really good shape. Everything's really fine on it. I got a Heathkit HM102. It's a SWR watt meter rated for 2,000 watts. I'll take $40 for that one. I'll grab a quick reset here. And I have a ICOM IC2200H. It's got the UT 118 installed, which allows the radio to do D-Star. I'll take $150 for that one. And I got a Raspberry Pi 3B with a dual band 2-meter 440 hat on it for Fusion, DMR, D-Star, the whole 9 yards, and I'll take $30 on that one there. And that's all we got, Jimmy. Back to you, K9RFD. Oh, wait, yep. Better throw my number out there. 763-227-9290.
Okay. Now, I'm not a fast writer, so I can tell you what I got written down. Mac K9RFD has an MFJ tuner V and a 989C. 3 kilowatt antenna tuner is asking $200. And he also has a heat kit. I couldn't get all the information down, but he also has an ICOM IC2200H. He's asking $150 for it, and a Raspberry Pi thing. asking $30 for it. You can contact them at area code 763-227-9290. Area code 763-227-9290. Anybody have any questions concerning these items for sale?
KD9MED.
Go ahead, Gary.
Well, doggone it, I'm going to break my New Year's resolution. I want dibs on that Raspberry Pi with the radio hat on it. So I'll be giving you a call. Can you give me that phone number one more time?
Okay, area code 763-227-9290. Area code 763-227-9290. Todd, is that the correct number?
Yep, you got it. 763-227-9290. Thanks, Jimmy. K9RFD.
You're welcome, Todd. I hope your phone rings off the hook. So, okay, 73. Oh, okay, Gary, you're in business, so, okay, thanks, Todd, for bringing that swamp net traffic. That's what the late, great Russ Love, NIL says, who started many years ago, started the Wednesday Evening Steam Scott Repeater Association swamp net. You know, everybody gave the swamp net traffic and gave the price. He said, and what have you. Russ wrote down and see, that's what he said. He said, oh, I hope your phone rings off the hook. Okay. Anybody else have any swamp net traffic you'd like to pass along? All right. Let me get all my papers. Let me get all my papers straightened out here. Okay, bear with me here. Okay. Oh yes, I have some swap traffic, but it's the usual. Just hold on here. Let me get out to my folder here. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me reset. Now, once again, this is from the estate of the late Scott Francis 89SF. Yes, ICOM IC225 2-meter transceiver, 10 watts, 1 watt, $45. He also has an ICOM IC208H 2-meter or 77-meter for $275. Yeah, ICOM ICV8000 2-meter transceiver, 75, 25, 10 5 watts, $175. ICOM IC28A 2-meter transceiver, 25 watts, 5 watts, $70. Uniden BC 120 XLT scanner, 100 channel, $35. All above the unit sold as working but untested. Let me reset. The other items, he has a Barker and Williamson 423 filter, $25. NIC, the NIC 108KA 12 volt 8 amp power supply, $40. Each kit AM2 SWR meter, $10. Homebrew 6-meter antenna tuner, $25. Manuals for the ICOM radios are available online. Lower offers will be considered. Contact Larry McFall, KD9HKX, the Rah Secretary, area code 815-900-1820, area code 815-900-1820, or at lpmcfall at charter.net. lpmcfall at charter.net. Anybody have any questions concerning these items for sale? Okay, I don't know how long Larry is going to continue to advertise this stuff, but I think Scott's Widow is anxious to get rid of this stuff. So he was talking about lowering the prices on at least one of those items, so I don't know. We'll just wait and see what happens. But if you're any of you are interested, please contact Larry McFall, K9HKX, and let him know. I'm sure he's anxious to get rid of that stuff. Okay. Okay, before we continue, are there any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? You're coming home to the Friday Night Fish Ride, Steak Ride, Grocery Shopping, or the show. Just coming home to Rockford City Markets. If you just came home and turned your radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last 45, 46 minutes, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. From anywhere in the region without traffic, please call KD9GCR.
Alpha Charlie 9, Golf Oscar, Larry in Rockton. I just turned the radio on.
AC9GO, good evening, Larry. What's going on with you?
Hey, not much. I was over with the XYL visiting one of the neighbors, and left her there and came home. So they could have their girl talk, that sort of thing. Anyhow, nothing really new. We've been working on the antenna this week. That's been new, I guess, and getting ready to put the tower up and all that, and really looking forward to getting that done. And outside of that, it's been pretty quiet. Back to net, AC9GO.
Well, that's good there. That sounds good, Larry. Thanks. We're talking about county fairs here. Are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Hadn't even thought about them at all, Jim. I always enjoyed them. And Vernon wants to go. Yeah, we'll probably go. But I don't know how interested she is in going to a county fair anymore. So, but yeah, I do. I enjoy all the different things that the kids do and the animals that they raise, and I like to go on some of the rides too. But I'd have to go alone, I think, with most of them. So that's about the story here, Jim. AC9GO.
Okay, Larry, sounds good there. Well, yeah, it seems the county fair takes place starts next Tuesday. I'll be going out there sometime next week. I usually go on a Thursday. So let's see what happens with that. Okay, Larry, and I got the hat rag in the mail from Vernon the other day. I think it was yesterday or something. Beautiful pictures there of the field day.
Yeah, I thought she really had a lot of nice things in there. Or the short time she had to put that together, because we were getting ready for a trip to Quebec at the time. So Quebec City, went up there and visited some of my daughter and her family, the grandkids. Had a good time up there. Anyhow, yeah, I thought we had a lot of good pictures in there, and a great field day. And we got to thank Matt for that. I think Matt
really did a good job and put the field together, the field day together this year. And I had good food and everything, so I'm looking forward to it again next year. How about you?
I am too. If I get a chance, I'm definitely planning on coming over there next year. I really enjoyed myself there. Got to stay all night, work with Justin and Kevin. W9KLG. That was great. We had a wonderful time despite the weather, and let's hope next year will be entirely rain free.
Yeah, it seems that we generally have at least one storm blow through on field day, but that was a whopper. that was something else. Oh yeah, good time had by all though. So that's what counts. Maybe we can have as much fun on winter field day this year. Who knows? But, yeah, glad you had fun, Jim. How many contacts did you make, do you know?
Oh, I have no idea. They probably won't be coming out with that, I'm guessing, till sometime this fall. That's usually the case. They usually wait till around fall before autumn before the final results come out.
Yeah, but I was wondering how many you personally made there, because I know you were there all night.
I don't know. I didn't even keep track. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to say for about 2 or 3 o'clock till about till it got daylight, we didn't make any contacts at all. We kind of closed everything down. Justin even ordered tacos about at 3 in the morning. I said, who the hell is open as that early? He said, Taco Bell. And sure enough, they came and delivered. And I thought probably, I said, what are you going to do, go into town and pick them up? He said, no, they delivered. Sure enough, they did. We each had 3 of them. And I'll tell you what, they were good, too.
I heard about that. That's something else. Yeah, I didn't know that you could get Taco Bell to deliver in the middle of the night like that. That's and yeah, that's about right too. There's a period of time there that the bands just aren't working unless you get on probably 80 meters. You're just out of luck.
Well, from what the article said, Vernon even made contact with a station in Hawaii.
Yeah, how about that? I thought that was pretty good. In fact, I think she talked to somebody in Alaska, too.
That's great. Back in 2020, let's see, when Brandon, K9LOA had field day out at his place there by Lena. We didn't have a regular field day that year because of the virus, the COVID. We made a contact with a station in Hawaii, too.
Oh, that's good. No, she didn't talk to Alaska. I take that back. I know she was trying to get a hold of a station up there, but that was on a different deal. Anyhow, I think everybody had fun, enjoyed themselves out there, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, it is. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun, and K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun that Central here in Freeport. The ID went off there. Yeah. Okay, Larry. Hey, thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. We'll definitely talk to you down the log.
Sounds good, Jim. You have a good evening as well. AC9GO 73.
Okay, are there any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. second round table now. Okay. I'm going to ask everybody how you fared in the storm last weekend and on the Monday night, and what kind of battery backup do you have? So we usually do this every few months once in a while. Dale, KD9YBG. This sounds like a stupid question, but I know you were without power until Tuesday afternoon. How did you fare, and what kind of battery or emergency power backup do you have?
Well, I have a 4,400 watt generator, so that took care of the refrigerator and freezers, and that's about it as far as backup, other than I got a 12 volt battery with an inverter that I can run a TV set if I want to, and I had a lithium battery that I talked on the ham radio with. So I was okay, other than, you know, the price of the fuel, I guess, because those generators know how to suck a little fuel as time goes by. And I was glad to have it come back on when it did. KD9YBG, back to net.
Sounds good, Dale. Yeah, I understand. Definitely don't want to. That's something that you being without power for that all those hours that we lost power here, but fortunately it was out for only about 5 minutes here. So okay, sounds good there. Thanks for checking in, Dale. Joe, K9ZIP, I don't know if you're still with us or not, but how did you fare with the storm, and what kind of emergency power or backup power do you have in case you lose power?
K9ZIP, I'm still here and fared okay in the storm. We all were talking on Chad's repeater during that. Wasn't too bad. I got a little rainy and windy here, but not too bad. Backup power, I do have some lithium iron phosphate batteries here that I use for parks in the air. Couple 16 amp hour batteries, so I can run quite a while with no power on any of my radios. Also have my Ryobi power tools. I got inverters, so I can use any of those 40 volt batteries for anything in the house. They run a fair amount of time, unless I would want to run the microwave or something. I'm sure it wouldn't do that for too long, but I can even run the freezers on those for a while. K9ZIP. Back to you, Jimmy.
Sounds good, Joe. Good you have some power. At least you can run your power your freezers there. That's great. Okay, thanks for checking in. Okay. K9MED, Carrie, how did you fare during the storm, and what kind of emergency power do you have? Okay, he might be on the phone with Todd K9RFD about that Raspberry Pi, so we'll move on. Mike, K9MED, how did you fare during the storm the last weekend and Monday night, and what kind of backup power do you have?
Oh, we did pretty good out here with the storm. I'm in between a bunch of homes and stuff like that, so I don't get the direct brunt of the storm as you may think I do. I'm doing pretty good. Brief reset. And then as far as like power and stuff like that, I'm good. I've got batteries, solar cells, hand crank generators, inverters, you name it. I've got enough to keep me going here for a little while. KD9MED, back to net.
Sounds good, Mike. That's good that there you fared well. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. N9OEG, Chris, a solid boy. I don't know if you're still with us or not, but how did you survive the storm last weekend and Monday night, and what kind of backup power do you have? Okay. Well, let's see if Todd is back on there. K0IZZ. How did you survive the storms last weekend and Monday night? What kind of backup power do you have?
Oh, we was just fine there, Jimmy. Yeah, we just got it got windy and a bunch of rain, and that's about it here. I don't have nothing as far as backup generator or anything like that. I got the handheld though. I got 2 batteries for it. One that's always on the radio and one that stays fully charged in case the other one runs out. Other than that, we don't really have any backup power here for the radios other than just the handheld. So with that, we'll turn it back to you, Jim. K9RFD.
Okay, Todd, thanks for checking in. Did Carrie, just out of curiosity, did Carrie give you a call yet about that Raspberry Pi?
Not as of yet. He might be waiting until after the net. You know, no problem. Whenever he gets around to it. 73 K9RFD.
Okay, sounds good, Todd. Yeah, he will. I know he will. Sounds good. Okay, thanks for checking in. Todd 73. Have a good evening. Kurt, KE9N. I don't know if you're still with us or not. How did you fare with the storms last weekend and Monday night, and what kind of backup power do you have?
No, I'm still here, Jimmy, and to answer your question, we had left on Saturday, so we weren't around when the storm came, but our grandson was staying at our house for us, kind of house sitting and cat sitting and dog sitting. And he called us and just let us know it was real windy. Of course, it rained a lot, but we didn't have any damage done. The electricity just flickered off, and that was about it. But if it did stay off, we got a 17 kilowatt generator for the house that'll start up automatically. So when you lose electricity, you only lose it for like 30 seconds or so, and then the generator will start and kick in. So that's about the most that you're without electricity, but it'll start automatically, and that'll run the whole house. Back to you, Jimmy. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I think one of the, I don't know if it's Jimmy K9GOL or somebody else has one of those Generac generators. They're very expensive, but they're supposed to be very good there too. So, okay, Kurt. Hey, thanks for checking in. So, I guess I don't know if Gene will check in. We'll wait and see what happens. Larry AC9GO, are you still with us? How did you survive the storm last weekend and Monday night? What kind of backup power do you have?
Hey, yeah, we didn't really have quite the storm that I think everybody else had in the area. Well, particularly down the south of Rockford. We never really lost any electricity. In the subdivision that I live in, everything's underground, and the only time we lose power is there's one point where I guess the electricity comes through that is above ground somewhere, you know, out in the country, and every once in a while, you know, something will happen there. I think the longest we've ever been without power here was about 3 hours, and that's been about it, maybe 4. And that's probably only like once, maybe even when I've lived at other places here in Rockton. So probably over the last 40 years, I've probably lost power that long for maybe 2 times. And generally speaking, we just don't lose it up here. If I do happen to lose it, I do have a 1,000 watt generator that I could put to work, and we've got a couple of batteries that we plan to use for POTA, which are 20 amp hours, 12 volts, and I've got another setup that includes couple of solar cells that we kind of inherited. We could probably go for quite a while with that as well. Oh, anyhow, we're pretty well set here. And I'm just glad that that storm didn't get any rougher than it did.
Okay, sounds good. Glad everything went well for you. So that's great to have don't have to worry about power failures, all your utilities and stuff underground. I think that's great.
Yeah, it's I enjoy that that's for sure. I know there are guys probably still out down there, and just hope they get power quickly. AC9GO, back to net.
Okay, Larry, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun then. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Okay, do we have any more stations? Would like to check the Friday Night Fun then. Please go now.
KD9EPZ, good evening.
KD9EPZ, good evening, Al. I was thinking about you a few minutes ago. So, okay, we're talking about county fairs, and I don't know. I'm asking a question. I know you're probably not able to attend any county fairs, but I'm asking the question anyway. I was asking everybody, are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Oh yeah, obviously I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. But back in the past I have. And I know our group here, of course, me not being able to be there, our group here has a exhibit, or whatever you want, a table or whatever at the Ogle County Fair, and we do have volunteers that are basically we're handling a weather alert situation, sky warn situation. Out there, so we're monitoring radar and such during the fair in case we have to evacuate.
Yeah, that's for sure. I got a copy of the Northwestern Illinois Farmer. Yeah, that's the original farm family newspaper celebrating over 150 years. It was formerly the Lena Star, founded in 1867-2003. They got a list of all the county fairs in the area. I see your fair starts on July 31st till ends August 4th.
It's coming, couple weeks. Like I say, I'd love to go there. If there's anybody willing to volunteer to take me in my wheelchair there and push me around for a while, I'll take you up on it.
That's good. I hope you do. Hope you do. Yeah, that leads to my next question. Talking about sky warn and emergency power and what have you there. What kind of backup power? Well, this sounds like a stupid question, but how did you survive last weekend storms and Monday night storms?
It's fine. Like earlier gentleman was saying, most of the wiring here in the mobile home park is underground, and now the main line that comes from in town in Rochelle out here used to be above, and we'd have power failures here and there where trees would fall on it. Now they went and finally went and buried that one.
That's good. That's good. I think it's a good idea that you get your power other than from Commonwealth Edison. That's great that some of these utilities, they have their local utilities like Rochelle does. I think that's great that they do that.
Well, we actually had power here in Rochelle. I wasn't around for it, but we had power here in Rochelle before before they had power, before there was a Commonwealth Edison. Originally, I can't remember, 18 something, they started generating power to run them carbon arc street lights, and then it went from there.
That's good. That's good. Our electric company here in Freeport went under several different names: Public Service Company, Central Illinois Electric and Gas Company, and what have you there. So, oh yeah. Okay. Al, thank you for checking in. Excuse me. I'll probably do some trivia questions later on here, but thank you for checking in.
Okay. One other thing is I have a Anchor Solex 1200 solar generator here under the table, which in the case of power failure will run my oxygen concentrator and my radio and the lamp here in the shack. I don't know, I've never had tested it as far as how long it'll actually run, but I have an estimate between 4 and 5 hours. So and when we have power failures here, they never last that long.
That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, I heard some places in Byron or in Winnebago County were not supposed to get their power back until sometime today. So that's a little bit much there. I went through that in years past, or even before I became a ham radio operator. So okay, Al. Thanks for checking in.
Jimmy, I'll try not to doze off for the trivia. KD9EPZ back to net.
Okay, well, you're checked in the net. That's the important thing. Okay, Al, thanks. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
K9FLO. Greg in Rockford.
Okay, Dean, K9FLO. I'll get back to you in a minute. I want to get to Greg here. Greg, come back with that call again.
That new call is WG9GG.
WG9GG. Okay, Greg, I want to get to you first. I want to get back to Gene and Roscoe. Greg, we have two questions. First of all, we're talking about county fairs. Are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Well, I haven't made it the last couple of years, but I might try to this year. Those are always kind of fun.
Oh, that's good. Of course, well, Stevens County Fair starts next week, and of course the Peck Fair, the Winnebago County Fair, will be getting underway towards the end of next month there. And the Monroe Fair in Greene County is underway now. So, okay. And Greg, how did you survive the storms last weekend and Monday night? And what kind of backup power do you have?
Well, we had a lot of wind and a lot of rain over the last few storms there, but we came through it okay. No damage really in our neighborhood. Well, I guess up at the top of our hill, house had a tree down, but other than that, we came through okay. And I really don't have any backup system at this house. You know, we're thinking about moving soon, so maybe I'll get something set up at the new place.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Day, K9RFD Repeater Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun Day Central and Freeport. Okay, Greg, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking in. Good luck with your new call. I want to get to a Dean here, so Greg, you have a good evening. Thanks for checking in.
All right, thanks. And 73, buddy.
Okay, K9FLO, Dean, what's going on with you? I got two questions. Are you planning on attending any county fairs this year? And the next one, how did you survive the storm this last weekend and Monday night, and what kind of a backup system do you have in case your power goes down?
Jimmy, KC9, GCR, K9FL. That was 3 questions. Very good. Yes, indeed. We didn't. We had the rain up here, but we didn't have the winds or any of that, so we kind of lucked out. I think I had a total of about, I want to say, for the event, maybe 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches over that period of time. But we didn't have the winds or anything. I had no, enough to bring down some little branches and that, but not too bad. I've got a lot of trees, and they all survived, so that was a good thing. And try to think what was the other question you asked, Jimmy? Go ahead.
Okay, I was planning on asking you, are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Oh, you bet. Yeah, we almost always go to the Boone County Fair because it's pretty easy to get to. It's only about a 20-minute drive from here on the back roads. Yes, indeed, we'll go to that unless something comes up. We have to go there for Senior Day, and so we can get in free. And so we'll make that one. Hopefully, weather be good. Let's see what else. Oh, you asked about weather, or no, something about generator. I do have a portable one. I think it's like a 5 kW, something like that, which if I need to, I can fire that up and use it for backup for some of the stuff that's needed in the house. But I tell you what, I very rarely have ever had to use it. The only time I ever had or use it is just to exercise it to keep it working. So we've been lucky here. This year, last year was a different story. We had a lot of damage last year here, but this year has been a real good year, other than we've had a lot of rain and unseasonably non-summer-like weather, I guess you could say. What else going on? Oh, and good news, wife and I both have COVID, so we're enjoying the fun life now there. Jimmy, go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad to hear you're back. You're back to your thing again. Okay. I don't know if Kurt KD9N is on the air, still on the air. He checked in earlier, so Kurt, if you're still there, go ahead and get back to Dean.
K9FLO, KE9N. How's it going there, neighbor?
Good evening, Kurt. KE9N, K9FLO here. Doing good, other than some medical issues at the time. Yeah, we're having some issues, and I think finally hope to get over all the stuff. But the wife and I just been having one of those seasons, I guess. And let's see. But I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with all our township work on our road. They really did a nice job cleaning up all the trees and all that stuff. Just really made me feel like our tax dollar did a lot of work there. Did Con Ed come around your area there and trim up any of the trees around there? Kurt, go ahead.
K9FLO, KE9N. No, they didn't. I don't know if they just stayed out of Boone County totally or what, but no one did anything. The road's still terrible. The streets need to be, or the trees need to be trimmed, so no, nothing's been done. Sheila and I just got back this afternoon. Oh, must have been around 4:30 from my sister's. I looked for you on the Meet Me net, and you weren't there. I know it was on. Chuck was there, Jim was there. Let's see, there was one other person there, but no Dean. But I saw a picture of your desk, but I don't know if you were upstairs or what, but regardless, we were out at my sister's out in Cheyenne. We left yesterday and then drove a little more than halfway, yesterday and then drove the rest of the way today, so we just got home this afternoon.
How long a drive is that, or how many miles?
I'd have to check, but around 900 or so, which isn't all that terrible in a way, because when we used to go to Camp Lejeune in North Carolina to see Taylor, that was more about 11 something, but this was about 900 or so, and it was just kind of a nice trip. You know, drove, I don't know, well, let's see, we left, well, I'm not going to try to figure it out with the time change and everything, but it wasn't a bad trip or anything. Traffic moved right along, no problems with the RV or whatever, but I'd estimate about 900 miles. When my sister and her husband come here, they do it all in one day, but again, they're just driving a Chevy Tahoe, not a RV, and of course they both take turns, but we just decided to do it in 2 days because I'm old.
Oh, you got a ways to go yet, Kurt. Very good. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I was just wondering on that. That's not too bad a drive. Thinking when we drove out to the daughters out in D.C., that was about 900 miles, it seemed to me. One long day of driving, you could do it in. Other than the traffic basically sucked all the way there. But yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Not into the driving thing like it used to be. We kind of get burned out on it. The wife and I just kind of like flying too, but boy, I tell you what, I haven't heard anything recent on it, but people are complaining on that next door about the bus service, the coach and that, and they're cancel some of the routes and that, and they don't tell you about it. So that's kind of hurts when you want to catch a plane out of O'Hare. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm babbling there, Jimmy. Don't mean to hog it there. Should have back to you there, Kurt. K9N, K9FLO.
Okay, sounds good, Dean. Well, we had my grandson Cameron. He stayed at the house and took care of the dog and the cats while we were gone. So that worked out well. But we had a good trip. It wasn't real windy traveling. Sometimes they can get pretty windy on 80 going across, but it really wasn't bad. It was a pretty pleasurable trip. Out at my sister's in Cheyenne, I'd get up to about 80, maybe 85, but, you know, the air is drier. In Cheyenne's, they had about a elevation of right around 6,500 feet, actually, so it's a little thin. I could tell a little difference with the air being thin, but it's also drier, so 85 degrees really, you didn't really notice it. It was like about 75 here or something like that. But we had a good trip with her and her husband, seeing them, and came back safe and sound, so all is well. I'll let you go, Dean. Take care, and I guess we'll send it back to Jimmy, KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, guys, hey, this is great. You two are right, Joe, and I think this is great. Like I said, this is not a formal net. So let's say anything goes. It's a combination of Raichu net, swap net, tech net, or what have you, DX corner, or what have you. This is what makes the Friday Night Fun Net great. So, guys, to the both you, Kurt K9N and Dean K9FLO, thanks you guys checking in. You guys have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Are there any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is from my Mike, 18-9 JG. This is a radio nut joke. You know you're a radio nut when someone asks you what time it is and you tune into WWV Fort Collins, Colorado to get the time. If you have any homemade radio nut jokes you want to pass along, give me a call on the radio on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. The homemade radio nut jokes are written in the original 30 ones anyway. Here's another one from Steve, W9AXD. I haven't heard from him in the cool age. You know you're a radio nut when you wish that every edition of QST magazine had a tower centerfold of the month. That was great. Okay. Oh. Any more stations would like to check in, please call now. Okay, I'm going to do a few Friday Night Fun Net trivia questions. This is for the benefit of those who are studying for their first ham radio license. And of course, since police communications, you can no longer hear police communication on your scanner unless you have a very expensive digital scanner with Starcom 21. You can still hear fire and EMS traffic on VHF analog high band. So, okay, so that's what we're going to do. I tried to avoid reading the same questions every week, so, good grief. All right. Oh, I think I read that last week. I don't want to read it again. Yeah, boy. All right. One moment, please. Okay, I think I found one here. What antenna polarization is normally used for long-distance CW and SSB contacts on the VHF and UHF bands? A. Right-hand circular. B. Left-hand circular. C. Horizontal. D. Vertical. What antenna polarization is normally used for long-distance CW and SSB contacts on the VHF and UHF bands? A. Right-hand circular. B. Left-hand circular. C. Horizontal. D. Vertical. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. What antenna polarization is normally used for long-distance CW and SSB contacts on VHF and UHF bands? Correct answer is C. Charlie, horizontal. Horizontal polarization is preferred for weak signal contacts because it results in lower ground losses when the wave reflects from or travels along the ground. Ham radio license manual page 4-15. One moment, please. I had to go to the other desk and get my magnifying glass. Okay, let's find another one here. Oh boy. I already read that one. I don't want to read it again. Okay. No, I'm not reading that one again. I think I read that one last week. Boy. One moment, please. I'm not reading that one. conductors is preferred for bonding and RF? A. Copper braid removed from coaxial cable. B. Steel wire. C. Twisted pair cable. D. Flat copper strap. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding and RF? A. Copper braid removed from coaxial cable. B. Steel wire. C. Twisted pair cable. D. Flat copper strap. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. Which of the following conductors is preferred for bonding and RF? The correct answer is D. Delta. Flat copper strap. Use short, wide conductors such as copper flashing or strap or heavy solid wires, number 88 WG or larger in parentheses. Solid strap is best because it prevents the lowest impedance RF. Hand-rated license manual page 9-6. No, I'm not reading that one. Oh boy, I'm not. Okay, which is equal to 28,400 kilohertz? A, 28.400 kilohertz. B, 2.800 megahertz. C, 284.00 megahertz. D, 28.400 megahertz. Which is equal to 28.400 kilohertz? A, 28.400 kilohertz. B, 2.800 megahertz. C, 284.00 megahertz. D, 28.400 megahertz. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, which is equal to 28.400 kilohertz. The correct answer is D delta, 28.400 megahertz. I'm not going to read that problem. All right, I'm going to read a couple more. Then I think we'll just call it quits as far as trivia goes. What's to the all right? Okay. Which of the following components can consist of three regions of semiconductor material? A, alternator. B, transistor. C, triode. D, pentagrade converter. Which of the following components can consist of three regions of semiconductor material? A, alternator. B, transistor. C, triode. D, pentagrade converter. Anybody correct to answer this question?
K9ZIP. B, transistor.
You are correct, Joe. You are correct. Which of the following components can consist of three regions of semiconductor material? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Transistor. A transistor is made from up to three layers of P and N-type semiconductors or material. Hand-rated license manual page 3-10. I'll tell you what, Joe. Last week you, Chad, and I think Larry and someone else were going after on the trivia segment. It was sure to be a quiet night on the net tonight. That's for sure. Okay, I'll find it. I'm not reading that one again. This is K9 G-Star, the Friday Night Fun at K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in at this time? Please call now. I read that question earlier. I'm going to read now and find another one there. Oh no, I'm not reading that one either. how many people use satellites or whatever. I'm not reading those questions. Yeah, oh boy. Okay, I'll try this one. What is an amateur radio station that connects other amateur stations to the internet? A gateway. B, a repeater. C, a digipeater. D, a beacon. What is an amateur radio station that connects other antennas? Let's read that again. What is an amateur radio station that connects other amateur stations to the internet? A gateway. B, a repeater. C, a digipeater. D, a beacon. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. What is an amateur radio station that connects other amateur stations to the internet? Correct answer is A alpha, a gateway. A gateway is a special kind of digital station that provides a connection to the internet via amateur radio. Most gateways are set up to forward messages. The most common examples are APRS gateways and the WinLink RMS stations. Ham radio license manual page 5-15. Okay, this is the last question. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A, ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B, ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C, ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D, ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. I think I read this question last week. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A, ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B, ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C, ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D, ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? Correct answer is D delta. Ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. Ham radio license manual page 3-4. This concludes Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In exactly 20 minutes at 10 p.m. on the 443.750 repeater in Chicago. The PL 114.8 plus all said you got the Night Watch net. Last night that net only lasted about 45 minutes. Of course, they got underway late too. I don't know what happened. But if you cannot receive the net on 443.750, tune to 440.950 repeater in Janesville. That's Chad's W9AXD Repeater. He has a link to the 443.750 repeater. You can listen to Night Watch Net that way. You can even check in which I've had several times already. Don't forget the night watch net will be, I already mentioned that. Saturday evening radio net, I should say. That meets every Saturday evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. I believe Larry K9KCT will be your net control station next tomorrow night. Larry K9HKX was net control last week. The net control picks a topic. If you want to talk about that topic, great. If not, you can bring up something else. We go around a few times. Well, that's what it's all about, radio. Bring up another subject or whatever you want to talk about. That's great. Okay, let's see. Yes, I gotta mention this. Sunday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. on 7.227 megahertz, 40 meters lower sideband, the Illinois statewide Aries net is held. They have a brief check-in in that on 3.905. That's their old frequency. And then they switch over to 7.227 megahertz for the actual net at 4:30. Lloyd, KB9APW, our EC for IEMA region number 2. Let's see. He'll be one of the last check-ins just before 5 o'clock. On the first Sunday, he's one of the first net control operators, and on the third Sunday, he's one of the last net control operators. So do check out that net. I was able to check in for the first time about 2 weeks ago. That was great. The Big Thunder Amp Radio Club holds this Sunday evening net at 7 p.m. on 147.375 repeater in Belvedere with a PL 100.0 plus offset. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the Monroe 145-110 repeater, PL 123.0 minus offset. The Greene County Aries Races net is held. I believe Brandon KD9 TNU will be net control for that net this coming Sunday. KD9 TNU, I should say. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Monday night roundabout info net. Now, as you know, there was no net held this past Monday because of the severe weather. So we'll pick it up again next Monday night. I don't know who will be net control. I was going to be net control last Monday, but the storms hit, so we'll see what happens Monday night. The Lee County Aries net is held each and every Monday evening at 8 p.m. on 146.970 repeater in Dixon with a PL of 82.5 minus offset. The Kishwaukee Amp Radio Club holds its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on 146.730 repeater in Gal with a PL 100.0 minus offset. There was no net held this past Monday night because of the severe weather. Tuesday evenings, you got the tech and social net is held now. According to the handbrake manager, I think the health part has been dropped. I think that's a good idea. So that net is now the tech and social net. I'm happy to report. Larry, H9GO is net control of that net. So okay. Also at 7 p.m. on 145.450 repeater in Janesville, PL 123.0 minus offset. The Rock County Public Service net is held. Okay. Then at 8:30 p.m. On Tuesday evenings on 147.165 Repeater in Oregon with the PL 146.2 plus offset. You got the Ogle County hams net. And they meet for about 10 minutes on the repeater, and if they have time, they'll go to 146.595 simplex for a brief simplex net. Then they'll go back to the repeater for the 9 o'clock Aries Races net. 7 p.m. on Wednesday evenings on this repeater. You got the Wednesday evening chat net. It's kind of similar to the Saturday evening radio net. You go around, chat about different stuff. Of course, also at 7 p.m. on the 147.390 repeater in Freeport, PL 114.8 plus offset. You have the Stevenson County Aries net, which I'm net control. Then at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repair in Boyd with a PL 123.0 plus offset, the Greater Boyd Amps Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, we have the Wednesday evening swap net. Mel, K9RFD, and I share the dues as net control operator. I ran the net this past Wednesday. I think I had six check-ins. Mel usually does. K9RFD does ARR audio news, but he was not around, so there was no news line. So we'll see what happens next week. Then, of course, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the Winnebago County Skywarn training net. Joe, K9JPP, was net control last night. Yes, by the way, I want to mention tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. there will be an in-person Winnebago County Skywarn meeting. That will take place at the, I believe it's the free, I can't think of that name of that church. But it's on Samuelson Road right next to Jefferson High School. They'll be meeting at 9 a.m. sharp. So if you're not doing anything, go over there and let's pack the place. I regret to say I won't be able to make it there, but oh well, that don't worry about it. So hopefully it'll be a big turnout. And okay, then you got the Senile net, which takes place on 14.287 megahertz, 14.287 megahertz. That's right, 20 meters upper side bandwidth chunk. WD9MED is your net control operator. Okay, now you're all caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any AM radio club, by all means support your local club. Okay, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now. Okay, let me tell you about the Friday Night Fun net Central Facebook page. Mike, K9MED, is live streaming this net on YouTube on the internet. He's also live streaming, he's also recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun net Central Facebook page. Go to Friday Night Fun net Central Facebook page, punch in your call sign, follow instructions, and you're in business. You can listen to past editions of Friday Night Fun net. In fact, when we get done with this net, he's going to post it. You'll be able to, if you miss part of it, you'll be able to hear it again. It's the Friday Night Fun net all day, every day, or all night, every night. Every night is Friday night with the Friday Night Fun net Facebook page. Let's say you can't sleep, 3 o'clock in the morning, can't sleep. You decide, well, I'm going to turn on the Friday Night Fun net Facebook page and listen to Friday Night Fun net. If that doesn't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. Then you got the Friday Night Fun net Central hotline. We got one hotline check tonight. That was John, KC9DDM in Elgin. We always almost check us every night on the hotline. You've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touch-tone telephone. You heard it ring during the net, folks. That's a real telephone ring, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. by the way, reference to Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Justin K9FDO, Brad AH2I, and Ricky WX9RLT are in charge of that. So you want to, I think we had 168 stations check in on that. I don't know how many they are now. If you want to sign up, you see, you will be pertinent information about the Friday Night Fun Net, weather information, and update pictures of my ham shack. So if you want to sign up for the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page, contact either Justin, Brad, or Ricky, and one of them will get you signed up. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, sorry about that. At this time, I want to read the amperage code. 1, the amperage considered. You no longer uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2, the ampere is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and to the American Radio Relay League, to which amateur radio is represented. 3, the amateur is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. His well-known efficient, his operating practice is above reproach. 4, the amateur is friendly. Sole and patience sending when requested. Friendly advice and counsel to the beginner. Timely assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. Number 5, and this is very important. The amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows to interfere with any of his duties he owes to his home, his job, his school, or his community. And 6, the amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. We were definitely ready this past weekend, this past Monday night with a storm. That's the amateur's code. As Tony K9RFD REC here in James County says, something to live by not only on the radio but throughout life itself. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now.
KD9GCR. Here is K9YI, Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India.
K9YI, Scott Monroe. Good evening, Scott. What's going on with you? And I know the Greene County Fair is taking place this weekend. Did you have a chance to go?
Yeah, I can hear the noises of it, Jimmy. I'm not that far away from the fairgrounds here, but haven't ventured over there yet. Let's see, we had some friends here, and we had some let's go from Pizza Hut tonight, and a little chicken Alfredo, and we had a nice visit out on the back porch. The weather sure is nice right now. It's real pleasant being on the back porch, the seats back in the backyard porch. So it was a nice visit, and just tried to see what's going on the radio here tonight. So about ready to hang it up and go to bed. I've got KD9 GCR, this is KD9YI.
sounds good, Scott. Now, I was also going to ask you another question. Do you have any, well, this sounds like a stupid question, but I got to ask you anyway. What kind of backup emergency power do you have? With the storms we had last weekend and Monday night, what kind of backup power do you have?
I have a home generator. It's a Generac. I think it's 11 kW. So it isn't quite big enough to, like run the whole house, but it would do quite a bit. Primarily worried about, in the wintertime when we get ice storms and stuff, that, we can keep the freezer and the refrigerators going and that sort of stuff, and have some standby power. So I've got that, and I've got one of those jump starter things that's got a little battery. I think it's like a sealed acid battery in there, and that works pretty good for like up to about a 25-watt radio. It would handle 100 watts for a short time, but it draws it down pretty quick at 100 watts. But I've used it already for quite a long period of time at 25 watts. So got that, and so that's about it here. K9 GCR from KD9YI.
Okay, Scott, sounds good. That's good to have all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. You have a good night. Have a good weekend. We'll catch you on the Sunday night Green County. I believe it will be Brandon's turn to do the net. So catch you later. South 3 K9 GCR with Gord. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
Real good, Jim. You have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later. This is KD9YI there.
Okay, son, thanks for taking. Are there any more stations that like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I would like to thank Dan N9DCH, the trustee of this repeater, and the members of the 195 group for allowing us to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to run down the list of stations that have checked in so far. Myself, K9 GCR, net control. AC9JZ, Mike, short time, N4WGN, Bob, you're in Freeport, short time, H9NW, Tom Roscoe, short time, 89VU, Mike in Janesville, short time, KF9SD, Pat, checked in on the internet, thanks to Mike K9MED, short time, N9EGF, Kevin, short time, and K9QPL, Paul and Lost Park, checked in short time. All right, these are check-ins so far during the net. Well, yeah, these are my regular. Okay, KB9 YBG Dale N9GIP Joe K9MED Kerry K9MED Mike. Live stream this net on the internet and recording for future replay on Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. N9OEG Chris and South Point. K01ZZ Todd and Loves Park, K9N, Kern Roscoe. KC9DDF, John and Elgin checking on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. H9GO, Larry and Rodson, K9EBG, Alan Rochelle, K9FLO, Dean Roscoe, WG9 and GG Craig, Robert and K9YI, Scott and Monroe. How much? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 on-air check-ins, 1 internet check-in, 1 Friday Night Fun Net online check-in, the grand total of 22 check-ins. This is K9 GCR to Friday Night Fun Net at K9RFD Repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Kerry, K9MED was telling me he listens to Winnebago County Jail frequencies on a scanner every night at 10 o'clock. Dispatch radios all the corrections officers. Lockdown. Lights out. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to do my honorary check-ins. Let's see. N9ARB, Tony, our EC here in Stevens County, along with his better half. N9TAB. HC honorary check. By the way, Tony was on the air last Monday night with the weather. We talked to him on the 3.9 repeater. Okay, I'm going to check in Justin. K9FEO. HC honorary check-in. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard. N9ZO. Richard in Belvedere. Okay. W9AXD. Matt, HC honorary check-in. Okay. AH2I. Brad, HC honorary check-in. He's the brains behind the Friday Night Fun Net, you know. He started this, he and I started this way back in 2008. Okay. I'm going to do my Stevenson County check-ins. KD9LOA. Brandon, HC honorary check-in. KD9. OVJ. Oh. HC honorary check-in. Okay. N9. DLB. Dave here in Freeport, about a mile east of me, lives north of beautiful downtown Freeport. Honorary check-in. N9WSQ. George, HC honorary check-in. George, our club president. Let's see, oh boy. And W9MSL. Wind here in Freeport. Few miles, few blocks west, southwest of me. HC honorary check-in. Okay. Okay, do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Good evening, Jimmy. W9JTC Portable.
W9JTC. Hey, good evening, Jamie. Now, don't tell me you're still without power.
No, sir. We've had power for a while. I actually was working outside earlier on the lawnmower, and I came in and I guess I was more worn out than I thought. I passed out watching TV for a little while, so I just got upstairs here and said, better turn the HT on and see if Jimmy's still running the net. So I just wanted to check in and say good evening to you and everybody else that's still listening. W9JTC.
Oh yeah, Jamie. You know we always run past 10 o'clock. So that's for sure. I just got to do my honorary check-in. So okay, I've got two questions on the round table. We're talking about county fairs. Are you planning on attending any county fairs this year?
Good evening again, Jimmy. No, not really planning on that anymore. We used to go. Kids were small. It's not something me and the wife have done in a long time. We just try to do stuff with the grandson. Maybe take it to the zoo or something. I think we're probably going to do that here soon. No county fairs for us in the near future.
Okay. Now I know you got an HT, but since you've been lost power for several days, I was kind of asking, with the storms we had last weekend and Monday night, what kind of a backup power supply do you have, like for your radios and stuff?
Jimmy, I really don't. The only thing I have for backups are HTs. If I lose main power, the only thing I could do is go out to the truck, out to my vehicle, and I do have a 50-watt mobile in the car, so I guess you could call that my backup, but I don't currently have any battery backup to run any of the equipment here in the house, but I am, after this last incident, I'm definitely going to look into that.
I would definitely do that if I were you. You don't want to be caught with your pants down again.
Jimmy, well, I'll let you go. Great that, I'm sure.
Okay, your last transmission was kind of in and out with more noise than hearing your voice here, but okay. I'll say 7-3. Jamie, thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the log. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun at K9GCR. Okay, do we have any more stations who want to check in this time? Please call now. Okay. Well, folks, I think I'm going to wrap this baby up. I want to thank everybody for checking in. I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. So be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews. Be sure you tell your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher and your baker and your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, or your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at the local post office when you buy your stamps or envelopes, when you go mail a letter. Be sure you tell your bank cashier when you go to withdraw money or cash a check or what have you. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Okay. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your former teacher you knew in grade school, kindergarten, the grade school, middle school, junior high, or high school, or college. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, divorce lawyer. Sure you tell your probation probation officer, parole officer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. The more check-ins, the better the net. Make sure you have valid CC license before you check it. I'm sorry, folks, but we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. You sit in the clubhouse, you take a knee or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played. We don't take your check-ins. I wonder how much that will take place during this coming Olympics coming up. If you don't, okay. If you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins, and that's all there is to it. Okay. This is the last call for any station who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. We're in the region with now traffic. Please call K9 GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, there being no further business, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 19, 2024. Tune in next week. We're going to have our Christmas in July edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to ask everybody what your memories are about Christmas. I'm even going to read the ham radio version of the night before Christmas. We'll do it next Friday night. Hope you enjoyed the topics about the county fairs and how did you what kind of emergency backup power you have in case of storms or what have you. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater. Oh, just a minute. Hold on, I gotta do something here. This is the last call for any station while checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Right, we're in the region without traffic. Please call K9 GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Until then, this is Jim, K9 GCR. Now closing down this Friday, July 19, 2024 edition of Friday Night Fun Net. Return the repeaters and frequency normal after radio use at 10:14 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours 14 minutes Zulu time, with an unofficial count of 34 check-ins. So the reason, everybody, have a good evening. We'll talk to you next week. K9 GCR wishing you all a very pleasant good night. 7-3. KD9MED, KD9MED, K9 GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. I had a 2-hour, 2-hour, 14-minute net, and an unofficial count of 34 check-ins.
All right, copy that, Jimmy. We'll